Hi guys, it's Lexie from the Do You Like Me collab, and this week's topic is self-harm. And I had a lot to say about this topic, so I have it all written down and try to organize my thoughts, take a page out of Cal's book. I have personal experience with self-harm. There are people in my family who do it. I've had lots of friends who are involved in self-harm, and I started cutting myself in middle school. It didn't start out with me going, oh hey, this is something I'm gonna try to make me feel better. I was in school and I was really stressed out. I had a bunch of tests that day, and I was fiddling with my mechanical pencil, and the pencil lead scraped across my arm, and at first I was like, ow, crap, that hurt. And then afterwards, my body started releasing, the endorphins it does when you're in pain, like adrenaline, stuff like that, to make you feel better. And suddenly I wasn't so stressed out, and I was calm, and I was very chill, the rest of the day didn't bother me so much. And eventually it clicked in my mind that that was because of the pain. It was the pain of scratching myself. It released the endorphins that helped me get through the day. So I started scratching myself with the mechanical pencil on purpose, and then I would take the erasers out of regular number 2 pencils and sort of bend the little metal part at the end to make it flat, and I'd scratch myself with that. And then I eventually moved up to broken glass, and then finally to razor blades. And let me tell you, dismantling a disposable razor is not fun. I'm pretty sure I hurt myself worse doing that than I ever did actually intentionally cutting. Not fun. Don't do that. If you're gonna try to dismantle something with razor blades, not for cutting, but just trying to dismantle, use a really big fluffy towel to protect your hands, because I still have a scar on one of my fingers where I sliced it open. Off topic. Okay. So the problem with cutting, like any addiction, is that eventually you need more and more and more to get the same rush. Eventually your body gets used to, okay, a little bit of pain endorphins, a little bit of adrenaline, and it stops making you feel better. So you have to do more. And that's just the physiological reasons for cutting. And the psychological reasons are different for everybody. There are people who cut because they're depressed, and depression can be anger at someone else turned inwards. It can be self-hatred. It can be a form of punishment. It can be that you're so numb that you need pain to feel alive, or that you want to remind yourself that you can feel anything. Or for some people, physical pain is easier to deal with than emotional pain, and I get that. But as far as the psychological reasons goes, that's something that pretty much most people know how to fix. You can go to the doctor, you can talk to a counselor, you can get meds. There's lots of information out there for how to wean yourself off of it from a mental standpoint. But I never managed to find any advice or any help for how to get myself, how to break the addiction from a physical standpoint. My body got so addicted to the pain endorphins that even once I felt better, I was happy and I was good and it was okay, I had my life together, I still needed to cut because I needed those endorphins. It was almost like detoxing. That's how bad it had gotten. And I got a few tricks for sort of weaning myself off of it. One is that I put a rubber band or a hair tie around my wrist, and when I felt like I needed the endorphins, I'd just snap it. Be careful not to pull it back too far, because then it snaps back really hard and it can actually cause nerve damage if you do it too much in the same spot. But just every once in a while, snapping it a little bit gives you just a bit of those endorphins, and it can help you wean yourself off of them. Or digging your nails into your palm. That never really helped me because, well, my nails are short. They don't really even reach past my fingertips, so it doesn't do anything. I started biting my hand, stuff like that. Or I would chew gum. That doesn't really help with the endorphins part of it, but it does give you something to do with your body, which sounds really bad, but it's not how I mean it. Just something to be doing so that you're active and moving, and exercise, eating, dancing around like a crazy person, playing a game, doing something physically to get your body moving can release some of the same endorphins, so that can help. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I can't say anything about the psychological reasons that you guys haven't heard before. I can't, come up with some amazing new technology or technique for helping you get out of that place mentally or emotionally. But I do want you to know something that I never really heard a lot, and that is that there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Just because you cut yourself or burn yourself or whatever it is you do, there is nothing wrong with you. It's something that has become very, not accepted, but very common in our culture. It's something that I learned about when I was only 12. So we get that idea in our heads. People like back in my grandparents' generation had never heard of that. There was no concept of purposely hurting yourself. So, not that that forces kids to do it, but it does put that idea in their heads. I mean, most kids aren't going to think, if I hurt myself, maybe it'll make me feel better. We get the idea from other sources. And when you're in a place where you don't feel like there's any way out, it seems like a good idea. It can seem like, oh, hey, here's something that I can do by myself. I don't have to tell anybody else about it. I don't have to go get help. This is just me helping myself. And that's very attractive for a lot of kids. And I understand that, and people who don't understand that have obviously never been there in their own heads. And so they don't get an opinion. Kind of like no uterus, no opinion on birth control. Whole nother topic. Anyway, it's something that has become common and something that you need to know. There is nothing wrong with you. Sure, maybe you're depressed, maybe you're having trouble in your life, but just because you cut yourself, that does not mean there is something inherently wrong with you. It doesn't make you sick, it doesn't make you disgusting, it doesn't make you perverse or wrong or some sort of monster, the way some people stigmatize it. It doesn't make you a freak, it doesn't make you a sissy, it just means that you're hurting. And it means that you need help. And it means that you need compassion a heck of a lot more than what the people who make fun of you are giving you. So, I want you to remember that. There is nothing wrong with you. You hear me? Okay. I'm sorry I don't have Watson in this video. He's off playing with my little sister because he's very hyper today. He spent a lot of time napping yesterday, so he's making up for all the energy today. As always, please contact me if you need help. I am working on getting a Skype, but because my only access to the internet is my family's desktop, it's not something that I can do all the time, so I would much rather you contact me on my Tumblr, which is bewhoyouareasloudlyasppossible.tumblr.com. My Ask box and my fan mail are both open. My email is lexie@gmail.com, and I have a Twitter, but I don't really get on there much, so if you want to contact me, probably Tumblr is your best bet, because I'm on there all the time. So, again, I will put the links in the description just in case, but I usually have to put those up a little after I actually upload. Always come to me in my inbox. You can come to any of us for help. Cal, Jesse, Nicole, Andrea, Samantha, we are all just, we want to help you. We are here for the sole purpose of making you guys feel better. And I'm sorry that this video is so long, but I had a lot to say on the topic, and I really hope it helped you. And if you watched this whole video, bless you, you are a beautiful human being. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.